Okay, so this is a video about how to use the glossary for our class in intensive reading. So the first thing you need to do is to log in to my intensive reading course. So you see Ian Stanley's intensive reading. And then you want to scroll down the page to whichever glossary you're going to use for that week. So for us, we're learning to use the glossary. So this first one is here. Glossary, Unit 1, paragraphs A to I. Okay, so we'll click on this one. And it takes us down here. Okay, so you should all see this page here. Browse by alphabet, browse by category. A little bit of information here about the glossary. Okay, so when you want to add a new word, you will go here to add a new entry. This is what you want to click. So we'll click this one. And if you want to add a new word, I will give you the word that you need to add. So you need to check this website for which word you need to add each week. And when you have your word, you need to go here to concept. Okay, this is the word, concept. So let's say our word for this week is stereotype. So that's the word we want to explain. So here is stereotype. So now I'm going to give a definition. So definition, which means meaning, to stereotype is to very general. Okay, to stereotype is to make a judgment or opinion on something or someone based on things that are often untrue or very general. Okay, that's a basic definition. I'm sure we could find something better. So there's the definition. Now under here, I want you to write the word forms. So we'll have to stereotype is a verb. Stereotype is a noun. Stereotypical is an adjective, ADJ, and stereotypically is an adverb. Okay, so there we have the different word forms there. So we have the definition here, the word forms here, verb, noun, adjective, adverb. And the last thing I want you to do is to give an example sentence. Okay, that's very important so that people can actually see an example of how stereotype is used. So let's make an example. A common stereotype of Japanese people is that they all love eating sushi. Okay, now this is a stereotype because not every single Japanese person loves eating sushi. Okay, maybe a lot do, but not every single one does. Okay, there's an example, a common stereotype. In this situation, we've used a noun. Okay, so there's your example. We should put example beforehand. Okay, so we've got definition, word forms, example. Okay, spelling mistake up here. Alright, so we scroll down to the bottom and we click here, Save Changes. This entry has been saved. Okay, there. So now we check. We can see in our glossary, Unit 1, paragraphs A to I, and here we have stereotype. Okay, so we go up here, we go back to our original page. And then that's it. So if your homework is to write about stereotype or write about multicultural, that's what you need to do when you update or when you make an entry into the glossary. Okay, so you just click on this one and go through that process. Okay, add a new entry and make sure you write the definition. You can find that in the dictionary or you can find it online on the internet or something. Make sure it's in language that everyone can understand. Okay, not too difficult. Word forms, that's important because the quiz, we always do word forms, and an example sentence. Okay, so each week I will write what people need to do. So each week I will give someone a word. So for example, if I update week 3, I will write something like bullet point Marina stereotype Eriko multicultural Takuro racial, etc., etc. Okay, so this is an example. So when you come to the class website for week 3 or week 4 or week 5 or week whatever, you need to read this things here, and then you need to check if your name is here. And if your name is there, then you will see which word you need to write. The great thing about the glossary is, as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you see we just did a glossary entry for stereotype. Now, every time you use stereotype again, it will have this little grey shading. It will be shaded by grey. If you put the cursor over, you see this little question mark. So if you click, you get a box coming up, this little box, and it tells you everything. So as this gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you'll be able to search and see lots and lots of different words. Okay, so good luck with that.